To preface, this situation came up a few years back, but still lives rent-free in my mind from how absurd it was. I was on a family vacation at Disney World a few years back. I, 19 at the time, was staying on property at a resort, but on our first night, we had dining reservations at a different hotel that was a fair distance away. It was a casual buffet-style restaurant, so there was no dress code or reason to be fancy, so I wore a pair of shorts and a graphic tee of a unicorn that said "Everything sucks" in a glittery cursive font. About halfway into dinner when I got up to get seconds, a woman, probably in her 40s, stepped up to physically block me and immediately started shouting in my face about my obscene clothing. I just stood there, completely baffled, while she went on and on about her young children, who were calmly eating on the other side of the room, being distressed by my disgusting and inappropriate shirt, and then demanded I take it off. In the middle of the restaurant. When I told her I don't exactly carry replacement clothes with me, she demanded that I go to the gift shop and buy a new, family-friendly shirt, specifically one with Disney princesses or Minnie on it because that's what her children would like to see. At that point I didn't want to deal with her anymore and said that I'm not here to appeal to kids I don't even know. The waitress would have stopped me at check-in if there was a problem with my clothing, and I just wanted to eat my dinner and leave. I walked away to get the rest of my meal and left her screaming at me for a few minutes before she eventually gave up. Hope those kids turned out okay. So, I, 18-year-old female, have a very fluffy, very adorable cat named Machi. He's basically my little buddy, and he's got one of those Instagram accounts where I post his funny antics, so a lot of people in my neighborhood know about him. Including this one mom I'll call EM, who has a 6-year-old daughter super into cats. No biggie, right? One day, EM messages me on Instagram, saying her daughter is absolutely obsessed with Machi and asking if I could bring him to her daughter's birthday party the following weekend so the kids can play with him. I politely decline, explaining that Machi doesn't do well in new environments and would likely hide or freak out around loud kids. EM's response? Well, can you loan him to us for the day? Yes, she literally wanted me to just hand over my cat as if he were a library book or something. She promised they'd take good care of him and even offered to pay me $20 for the inconvenience. I politely refuse again, saying that Machi isn't up for loan, and I don't think it would be safe or comfortable for him. EM immediately switches tactics, calling me selfish and accusing me of gatekeeping joy from her daughter. She rants about how it's just one day, and I owe it to the community because I flaunt Machi's photos online. Now I'm getting irritated. I tell her that my cat isn't an accessory, and he's definitely not something I owe to the neighborhood. I assume that's the end of it, until the day of the party. I'm in my apartment when I hear a loud knock at my door. It's EM and her daughter, with the girl holding a sparkly cat carrier. EM smiles and says, "Oh, we came to pick up Machi." She acts as if we had agreed on this and just expected me to hand him over on demand. Completely stunned, I tell her, I never agreed to this, and I'm not giving you my cat. EM's smile drops instantly, and she launches into this loud, dramatic rant about how I'm ruining her daughter's special day and that I shouldn't show off my cat if I don't want to share. Her daughter starts tearing up, and EM gives me this accusing look, like I've just broken her kid's heart on purpose. My neighbor down the hall actually poked her head out to see what was going on, which was enough for EM to grab her daughter and storm off, yelling, "I'll make sure everyone knows how selfish you are." Later, I found out from mutual friends that she spread a story around the neighborhood that I baited her daughter with Machi, only to withhold him out of spite. No one really believed her, but she still gives me the dirtiest looks anytime I pass her. Machi? Completely oblivious and unbothered, living his best life as usual. Edit, the cat has passed away, sorry, don't ask for cat tax out of respect. I do love my late cat and I wanted to relive an old memory, so that's why I'm writing this. 15-ish years ago my dad broke one of my mom's dinner plates. Mom has the standard issue green daisy Corelle dishes that were commonplace in the late 70s. This was the first plate to be broken and Dad was horrified. He ran to Walmart and bought a plain white dish and stuck it at the bottom of the pile of dishes, hoping for the best. The rogue plate was discovered when my sisters and I had all gathered for a visit. As I am the youngest, I was blamed. Because I am petty, I decided that it would be wrong of me to not give my mom mismatched plates. This began my quest of buying random Corelle dinnerware and sticking them in her cupboard when she's not around. Star Wars luncheon plates? Perfect. Misprinted dinner plate? Don't mind if I do. Disney dessert plates? Clicks add to cart. It's been a hoot. But today was the plate stashing of which I'm most proud. Those green daisy dinner plates are available on eBay. I just added 3 of them to her cupboard. Someday, she's going to get all of those plates out of her cupboard and she's going to count the green daisy plates. And then she's going to realize she has more of them than what she started out with. Grinning, squinting face. To quote Stanley Hudson from The Office, it's stupid, but it's my thing now. My 5-year-old son's birthday is coming up and he wants a chocolate cake with chocolate icing. It's his birthday, so I said yes. My mother-in-law can be a selfish cow sometimes, and my son was telling her how's he getting chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream. My mother-in-law said she didn't like that and my so should get something we all like. My son said it's not your birthday so you don't get a say. This would be normally disrespectful, but recently said this to my son when went to his friend's party. When my son didn't like the cake flavor and we had the discussion about how the birthday person gets to choose their cake flavor because it's their special day. My mother-in-law was shocked and I told her the same thing I told my son: when it's your birthday you can get whatever flavor of cake you want. My mother-in-law called me a bitch and my son a spoiled brat. So I told her, with that attitude you won't be coming to the party. My husband was WTF and tried to talk me into ordering his mom a cake she would enjoy after our son, and I was rude to her. I said no, it isn't her day and that just teaches our son to act entitled at other people's parties if we don't stick to the rules and etiquette that we explain to him, and it will just make him confused, entitled, and spoiled. My husband saw the truth in that because our son was excited about his birthday cake for his birthday and now understands that not everything is about him. Other people get to enjoy their special event how they want to. In return, my son gets to enjoy his special event and occasions how he wants to. My mother-in-law doesn't seem to get that and wants my son to write her a sorry note and what he did wrong. My husband and I don't feel like my son did anything wrong by repeating what his parents told him. My mother-in-law said she's not coming to the birthday party or getting him a gift without the apology note. I told my mother-in-law that's all on her. 3 years ago, Josh, my boyfriend of about 1.5 years, broke up with me because he had feelings for Anna, my best friend. We hung out a lot and they said that they eventually developed feelings for one another. They admitted that Josh had been cheating on me. They made a fool out of me. They made me think that everything was okay when it was really not. If they admitted it at that time, I would have tried to be understanding and tried to support them, but they chose to lie. So I cut them both off. I focused on school and found a job with a good income. Josh and Anna tried to reach out to me at first, telling me that they still wanted to be friends, but I blocked them. Now, I am living in the town next to our hometown. I got a wonderful job opportunity, so I moved, but I liked that I was still close enough to visit my parents and other relatives. About a month ago, I heard about their wedding from a common friend. It didn't really bother me anymore, so I just went on with my life. A week ago, I received a message from Anna, telling me that she and Josh were getting married and that they would like me to be a part of the wedding party. I replied, congratulations. No, thank you. I had no feelings for Josh anymore and I'm even seeing someone else, but I don't want to celebrate the wedding of 2 people who betrayed me. They were insistent. Josh also messaged me via a different number. Some of my friends also tried to convince me to come to the wedding. I firmly said no. Even my mom called me asking if I was going, and when I said no, she sounded disappointed, but she didn't push it. This is all just quite weird to me. Why would you want your ex-girlfriend/ex-best friend, the girl you cheated on, to be part of your wedding party? The day before yesterday, Anna's parents called me, telling me that they missed me and really hope I could go to the wedding. I firmly said that I would not be going. Her mom berated me, saying that I should let bygones be bygones and that I should be happy for her daughter. I asked her if I cheated with Anna's boyfriend and then invited her to the wedding, would she convince Anna to go? She had no answer to this and I hung up. This is quite getting out of hand because I'm receiving more than 20 to 30 calls and texts a day from their friends and family about this wedding. Any advice on how to handle this? Also, any insights on why they want me to go to their wedding? I don't think it's normal that they are very insistent. Edit. Hi. Thank you so much for all the advice. I didn't think this would get so much attention. I just want to clarify a few things that I read about in the comments, though I'm very sorry that I have not yet read all of them. First of all, my mom is not going to the wedding, but I think she wants to go, that's why she was asking me if I was going. I'm going to talk to her after work. Anna messaged me with a different number. I don't know how she got my number. Also, my hometown is a small town, and most of our friends did know that I was cheated on. That's why this seemed so weird to me. I did block the people who were very insistent, including the new numbers of Anna, Josh and Anna's mom. Also I keep blocking the people that text me about the wedding, but new numbers just keep popping up, which makes it more weird that people are actually making an effort to get new numbers just so I would attend an ex's wedding. I'm gonna talk to a close friend who still lives in my hometown. She hates Anna for what she did to me, and she may know what's going on. That's all for now. Thank you so much for all the advice in the comments.